Oh, there we go. We got more people coming through. We got more people coming through. And if you are on TikTok, just hold on. Let's start getting those goals popping. Let's get to 5,000 hearts. 5,000 hearts on the TikTok. Hold on. I want to make sure everybody up in here, make sure everybody can see. Everybody visuals is good. Everybody can see. Once I know everybody can see, we can start the show. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we can drop stuff in the chat. We got CG Ruthless coming in, ladies and gentlemen. CG Ruthless, and we got some great questions to ask him. And we're going to talk about the Seattle Seahawks game. And it's not just going to be a game. It's going to be for the number one seed, as we all know, as we all understand what's at stake for this game. Everything that's at stake is going to be super big, super major. And I'm looking forward to this game on Saturday. Okay, 5 o'clock p.m. if you're on Pacific time. Are y'all excited? Drop in the comments right now if you're excited. I got to know. Are you excited for this game? Got to know if you're excited for this game, because I am. I'm extremely excited and extremely thrilled. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Any comments on the TikTok? I'm going to answer TikTok comments first. Who's going to be the first gifted? Who's going to be the first 49er faithful? Show me that they're a 49er faithful. Very curious to know. Very, very, very curious to know who's going to be the first gifted. We got this game in the bag. Okay, I love the confidence. Love the confidence. We got to keep it, though. We have to keep the confidence going. We have to keep the confidence going. Hopefully. Man, that'd be amazing. Matter of fact, we might as well start the show. You know what I mean? Wait for CG Ruthless to join the Chizat. Join the Chizat. Will the 49ers be able to keep up these winnings? I don't know, y'all. I'm very concerned. I'm alarmed. But you know what? I think the 49ers have a chance. We have a puncher's chance. Now, I believe this offense can do the damn thing. I definitely believe this offense can do the damn thing and keep us in the game for sure. But it's going to come down to the defense. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to say that about the 49ers. But can the defense actually stay in the game? Can they stay in the game? That's going to be the big question. Can the 49ers actually get it popping, okay? Thank you for the roses on TikTok. I appreciate all the roses on TikTok. We're still looking for those first top 5 gifters. We're still looking for those first top 5 gifters. We appreciate the 49er faithful. Who are the true 49er faithful that can jump in with the gifts? Love it, love it. I see the 49er faithful jumping in with the gifts. Love it. Is that Drift? D-Fit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. All the gifts. Yo, we have a goal. Let's get to the goal. Okay? We got a goal. Let's get to the goal. Now, will the 49ers stop the pass? That's something that we all need to understand, that's going to be one of the biggest factors about this game. Can the 49ers stop the pass? Can they? Will they? I'm looking forward to recognizing and seeing, can we? Can we stop the pass? That's what the Seattle Seahawks can do very well, is control the game with their passing. They have one great wide receiver. No one's concerned about Cooper Kupp, okay? He'll come with plays. He won't come in plays. He's an off and on guy. He's past his course. That's just the reality of it. He has. But can the 49ers stop the pass in the secondary? Now, I talked about Diggs. A lot of y'all don't want to sign Diggs for some odd reason. Bang, bang. Whose dad is that? What's good with you, brother? 49 faithful. Smash that follow button if you're not already following me right now. But, yo, that's the question. Why is it that the 49 faithful don't want to sign Tavon Diggs? I'm very curious. Let's be honest. He would be up there with Lenore. He's great. Okay? He's great. I think he would have to play safety for us right now, but I think it's valuable. I think he has real value there. And some people don't see him as valuable there, but I do. I really do. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me send this link real quick. Gotta send this link to CG. Copy. I wish there was a faster way to do it. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. I tell you, I need everyone to get a iPhone. That's a must. Bum, 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 bum. Hold on. Trev, I am worried about the game weather factor. I am too. Can't lie. I am very concerned about the weather factors of this game. It should be a rainy game. Now, if it's not raining, I think the 49ers have this in the bag. If it is raining, well, we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball. I think that goes into our hand. If it's not a passing game and it's a running game, oh, the 49ers got this. The 49ers got this. You got to remember, the 49ers have that whole field on tarp. Yes, it's grass, great grass. It's like the PGA type of grass. It's perfect. It's perfect grass, so don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part, okay? It's going to be how heavy that rain comes down. How heavy will that rain be? That's going to be the concern. That's what I'm very concerned about. And here we go, my brother. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I got my brother in the building.
What is up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, CG Ruthless is in the building. TikTok, let me make sure you guys can hear. Can you guys hear correctly? If you guys can hear, give me thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat on TikTok if you guys can hear us correctly. How are you doing, brother?
Doing well, man.
Good.
Excited for today's show, man. What we got popping, man?
So my first question for you, brother, will the 49ers be able to stop the Seattle passing game?
I think the passing game will probably be the least concern. I think the running game will be the more challenging part. Like, I think if we can slow down more on the running game, I think we can force Darnold to throw like he usually does. But the passing game will probably be a little bit of a challenge because you got to deal with JSN first. But I think we're capable of limiting those type of plays.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at this passing game for the Seattle Seahawks, and they really have a one-trick pony in this passing game. It's Jigba. He's gone for 1750 this season, and I really don't think we have an actual corner or a safety that can stop him in that secondary. Do you think differently?
I think the way you said it best because the safety, like Jair Brown just can't cover a nosebleed, bro, because he's too damn slow to cover. It's like, dude, we need to get a safety or somebody who can cover off that field. But even our cornerbacks, I'm not as concerned like some people would say, because I've seen that people were saying, hey, let's get Trayvon Diggs. Well, he just signed to Green Bay, guys. Let's let that sink out now. Yeah, dude.
What did this just happen? Did this just happen?
Yeah. I just looked at her just like a couple minutes ago. Yeah. He just signed to the Packers. It's not like he was going to do anything anyways, unless he could play safety.
I think that's the thing. Put him at safety.
We passed on him. Siegel is
another one bites the dust, brother. Another one bites the dust. I really thought that the 49ers had an opportunity to grab Diggs. I really thought they were going to really put all their eggs in the basket and go after Diggs, and we're still penny pinching.
Yeah, penny pinching a little bit, saving our bucks, like they say.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so with that being said, and we're looking at this secondary, and we're looking at Brown not being fast enough, Huff being too strong to play safety, he needs to drop down the linebacker. Who do we have that is our saving grace in that secondary? Because I love Chase Lucas. I think Chase Lucas is phenomenal. But who else can be back there in that safety position that can help us on this roster right now?
I know this may sound unpopular, but I think Marquise Siegel can't be any worse than Jair Brown. He can't be any worse. Because he's young, he's only going to get better, bro. You got to give him some more growing pains. He was going through growing pains. I think he'll learn as quickly as the season goes on, but that takes away his development. So would you want to go with Penix, even though he's kind of been a liability too, or would you rather go with the rookie still, who's got more to get better at?
Right now, I would prefer to go with more of a veteran, but since we can't go with the veteran, I would have to go with the rookie and just put him out there. Because here's the thing, Brown is such a hit and miss. It's either he's going to give you one good play, but 2 plays later on special teams, he'll have a holding call, or he'll give you a great interception or a forced fumble, and then he'll be a liability somewhere else, and he'll give up a big, huge touchdown. It's too hot and go for what we have going on right now. He will be in the game at safety, but at the same time, we need someone that can be consistent and have a high trajectory. He doesn't for us right now.
Yeah, I just think his speed just doesn't translate as well at times, but he does get the ball when he has to. But like his coverage at times is a liability. Like, dude, like I get that he runs a 4.6 or something, but we've seen players who run 4.6 make up for that type of stuff, and he seems more like a linebacker, if I'm being honest.
Now, does Green come back this game?
Yeah, he's already been clear off the injury report because I just looked it up, and it says that he should be good to go. I'm not as worried about the cornerbacks because I'm more concerned about the safeties. I feel like the safeties, like especially Jair Brown, like can we switch up on the safeties a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Mustafa, he has his mo, but he's more consistent than Jair Brown. But I feel like Jair Brown's the biggest weak link right now. The linebacker Gifford is the weakest link. We need to get that number 57 off the field, dude. He cannot cover.
Absolutely. You know what? Here's the thing. I would like to see him as a pass rusher. Why not?
Use him in different ways or something, but don't have him cover a tight end or something, dude. He can't cover.
He can't cover nothing.
No, did you see how he was covering Loveland? Dude, Loveland burned him. Komet burned him. Like, why are we putting this guy in a position that he can't cover, man? Put Eric Kendricks out there, for God's sakes, or somebody else. Dude, Jair Brown, put him at linebacker. Even in those package plays, he was effective.
Ooh, that's something I haven't. Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down right now. That's a great talking spot for later.
Well, because in the early part of the season, they had to use him in different ways also. So in dime package, he was playing a little bit of linebacker.
Having Jair Brown at linebacker.
Like in dime packages, like those dime package plays where he was like able to, like, you know how they were able to replace and play the certain coverage plays. He was good in the short coverage. Absolutely. But in the deep coverage, he sucks. Forget about it.
49er Faithful on TikTok as well as Facebook and YouTube. Do me a favor. Drop in the comments and let me know. How would y'all feel about having Jair Brown at linebacker with Winters? Think about that for a second, y'all. Think about that for a second. So then we will put Malik Mustafa back at safety. Fuck, that's a liability.
No, but you could put Siegel out there. Like, even in the early part of the season, we had Siegel play some of those roles, and it wasn't that bad. Maybe some of the plays. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I would try Chase Lucas a little bit at safety too, because he can.
Yeah, I kind of like that 1-2 punch of Chase Lucas and Malik Mustafa, and then having Jair Brown drop down into that linebacker, and with D Winters. I kind of like how that look. I kind of like how that sounds. I think he'd be a liability in the run because let's be honest here, he couldn't be able to stop a guard pulling at him. He couldn't.
Nah, he couldn't do it at all. But I'm just saying, like, dude, like, I think that's the problem. Why are we still giving 57 that role, bro? He cannot cover. Just can't.
We ain't got nobody else. We
Oh, dude, are we trying Eric Kendricks at strong side? Come on, man. We got to get Kendricks out there, for God's sakes. He can't be any.
And then when it comes to Nick Martin, he's still on the injury report, correct?
He's on injury reserve. I think his season's over. Yeah, he's been placed on IR, which means he's not returning.
Yeah. So we're running real thin at that linebacker position now, officially going in, and there's not nobody else out there right now we can go get unless there's a major release from somebody outside that of Diggs. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because like I'm not as worried as far as the cornerbacks. I like our cornerbacks. I just think the safeties is like the big part of the weakness. Like I feel like the pass rush just isn't like. Of course, when you get this amount of injuries, that's the protection you're going to get out of these pass rushers. So I think if we get that pass rush going, then maybe it would take away those flaws. But those flaws are starting to show because we're not able to cover enough time. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, speaking of the more of the pass rush, I truly do believe that Alfred Collins is our best pass rusher right now. What do you think? What the hell happened, and where is Huff? I have an MPB out for him. I can't find him. Where do you think Huff is at?
He's just hiding, bro. He's nowhere to be found. Like I guess what happened to Clelin Ferrell? He's been nowhere to be found too.
Where's White?
Oh, I don't know. He was the one that wasn't he the one? No, it was actually Matos that pressured, huh?
Yeah, it was Gross Matos that got the pressure. But honestly, those three guys right there, White, Farrell, as well as Huff, have all been MIA. And I feel like they all have come to collect a paycheck and not really do the job. And I think this game will show it the most. This game will show
it
because
they better get Sammy D. They better get Sammy D some business, man.
Yeah, this is prime time TV. This is going to be prime time. The whole world will be watching this game right here. And if you ever want to show you're worthy of a bigger contract, it would be in this game. Do you agree?
Absolutely. Because this is for the number 1 seed. This is the chance to compete for the Super Bowl at home. I mean, you want the big bucks, man. You want the big bucks, White. I know you're entering your rookie contract and you got until next year. If you want to earn that, this is the time to do it. But I think he's dealing with a groin injury.
Yeah, everybody's fighting something right now. Everyone is fighting.
Yeah, Trent is fighting a hamstring, but I think there's a good chance he might play through it, man. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he should just risk it, or you think we go with Austin Pleasant for this circumstances?
I kind of like, honestly, truth be told, I love the way Austin Pleasant played. I think
you're okay with risking. So you're okay with risking with Pleasant. Okay, just for Trent's health, right?
So I look at it from a defensive end perspective. The defensive ends for the Chicago Bears are better than Seattle's pass rushers. They are.
I mean, there's a little difference with Seattle. I mean, Seattle's got a couple of good dogs on D-line, bro. Like, they got Leonard Williams, who plays at a very high level. I mean, there's a couple of good guys. Like, they actually have
Williams being out there as a wide end. I don't see him playing that. For a game like this, the Seattle Seahawks' best move would be is to find somebody on that roster who's about 6'5", 270 pounds that can bend the corner to go against him.
That's a tough one, but they got a couple of good guys. Like Boyd Mafe pretty solid, but you got to watch out for him a little bit. Like, what's that one dude? Owosu, whatever. I don't know what his name is, but he's another guy they got. But they're not consistent. But they do have 12 more sacks on the Bears defensive line. So I don't know.
I just think that I think Pleasant could do the job for one more game. You know what I mean? I think honestly, how Spencer Buford is playing right now, I think we could take a little bit more of a liability out there at the left tackle position right now. The way Brock is running right now, and he'll be at home. I think Brock also, with there being a huge a rain game possibly, I think right there Brock Purdy is going to be running for at least 40 yards.
Yeah, he'll probably be able to scramble, free up a little place here and there. I mean, I think with the way we were playing with Austin Pleasant, I think getting Kittle back is huge because I think Kittle's going to chip block a little bit here and there, and that's going to make it easy for Pleasant. But, of course, you can have Trent go one-on-one when he has to, but having somebody like Kittle do a chip block will make it easy for Pleasant a little bit.
Mr. Ruthless, I have a question for you on the TikTok. They asked you, is Fred Warner still on IR?
They're reevaluating him, so it kind of seems like there's a possibility maybe in the NFC Championship game he will return. That's what I'm hearing. Speculations. I'm hearing speculations from the Niner community and all over the locker room that they're reevaluating the situation, and he's already ahead of schedule. So if it's going good as planned, NFC Championship game is the very likely scenario that he can possibly go at the earliest.
Where the hell is Bosa?
Nowhere to be found. Just on, just chilling
with his girlfriend. Like nowhere to be found. And like, I have so many different ways I want to think about this whole Bosa situation because Bosa, yes, he did hurt his knee again. And from what I've been seeing from film and what he's posted, he's healthy. Why is he not trying to come back this season? Ruthless, why do you think we have Fred Warner trying to come back this season, but why do you think Bosa doesn't want to try to make that attempt?
because an ACL injury is different, man. Like it's a little different circumstances, but I think he's healthy. But that really depends, bro. Does he want to ruin another injury on another big dollar, bro? I don't know. That's just how the Bosas operate, dude. That's just. But I think dealing with an ACL injury is different than a fractured ankle. Let's be honest.
Fractured Achilles. Wasn't it Achilles? It was the Achilles.
No, fractured. It was a fractured ankle. Like it was like a. Compared to a torn ACL, that takes at least close to 9 months of recovery. I don't think Bosa's coming back right away, dude. ACL injuries are not like they're like long recoveries compared to all that stuff. But Bosa's just he has like a knee pad or something. He's like holding on to something. Torn ACLs ain't no joke, man.
Absolutely. Now, one of the other things that I would like to talk about, because we talked about Trent Williams. Yep. I think we should rest Trent Williams one more game just because at 37 years old, 330 pounds at that position, hold him out for one more game. I think we can get this game in the bag without Trent Williams because we'll have George Kittle back to help with blocking. But now, Ricky P. Can Ricky P have another show-out game and stay healthy throughout the entire game and not take a playoff?
Absolutely. For this time being, he will have to, man, because if he wins, get a 1 week little rest, man. Come on, Ricky, take it for the team, man. Even though if you take a little shot, man, get back on the field, man. Even if you shake it off.
That's my thing about Ricky P. I think Ricky P is dynamic. I don't think Ricky P has ever been worth a first-round draft pick, but I do feel Ricky P is explosive and has potential to be our new Debo, but we can't use him as a Debo because he's soft as baby shit, and he takes too many plays off.
Nah, he's kind of like an Ayuk a little bit because he's a dynamic kind of player. Like, think of him as a route runner, dude. He runs good routes. He separates. That's what Ayuk does. Debo is just a do-it-all player.
So you would say Sky Moore is more of our Debo that we don't.
Yeah. Sky Moore has dynamic skills. You can use him in different ways. Ricky is just a pure route runner. If you watch a lot of his, like, there's some plays where you can do some trick plays here and there, but he's more of a natural route runner, you know, if you watch a lot of his tape.
Absolutely. TikTok. I see all the comments in there. Yo, real quick, faithful TikTok. Yo, check this out. We got to get the gifts popping. If you guys wanted the live to keep on going, we have to get it popping with the gifts. We got to get the gifts going. We have to grow this audience. Share. Let's
share his content videos, man. Help this guy grow, man. Help Trev grow, man.
I appreciate it, brother. I really do appreciate it. But going more so on Ricky P, we have Juwan Jennings. I think he finally hit all of his goals, so he got the 600,000, correct?
Yep. He got his big payday, but he ain't done yet, bro. He still wants to get a little extra. Even Kendrick Bourne wants to get some more targets because he gets another bonus.
Here's the thing. The rain will cause to change everything for this game. The rain. It's coming down to the rain, the weather.
Light rain. That's what I've heard.
Like, absolutely.
That's what it said. It said light rain. That's what I've heard.
But here's the thing. With the light rain, can Christian McCaffrey have 150 receiving with rushing?
I don't know. I think he might be more effective catching the ball because Seattle's got a good run defense. So I think he's going to probably be more of a matchup nightmare for the matchup that he had the previous time because he's going to have more of a productive game. Maybe he will have 110 yards. Who knows? Because I think Seattle's got a top 5 run defense, if I'm mistaken. They're like ranked 4 or 5, if I'm mistaken.
Absolutely. They can stop the run. The Seattle Seahawks can definitely stop the run. They've really invested in that defensive line, so I definitely believe they can stop the run. Now, having Christian McCaffrey go in motion, not using use check in motion. One of the things that irritate me the most about this Kyle Shanahan offense, and we'll talk more about it right now, is that the individuals that he selects to put in motion to have linebackers move around, for some reason, to me, as someone who's played defense and offense and really understand defensive schemes, you're not really executing and putting the most volatility on the linebackers. And when you have someone like Christian McCaffrey, you want to put him in motion to make linebackers have to move their hips and not just their feet. Does that make any sense, Ruthless?
No, it does, because it kind of gets the linebackers to move here and there, and if they don't know where McCaffrey's going, they're gonna lose a step or so with this guy because he's effective as a guy in the backfield.
And there's just so many more usage that you could use for a Christian McCaffrey if you're putting him in motion from the slot, having him wheel route out, have him come back for the bubble screens. There's so many different ways we could use him, and I feel like Kyle Shanahan really wants to keep him as a main one-trick pony in I formation or in a shotgun.
Actually, this year he's kind of becoming more what Debo was in 2021, if you think about it.
In that slot?
Like in the slots position, bro. Like, have you seen some of the plays? Like, have you seen how the resembles of the 2021 Debo? Where remember that short pass play against the Bears where he broke that tackle and just got those extras, dude. That's how they're using McCaffrey. They're using him just like they did with Debo. A lot of touches as a receiving back too. Look at his production. Look at the amount of yards, bro. They're using him just like they did with Debo.
But if we're using, and that's my thing, if we're using Christian McCaffrey more like a Debo, who can step in that we're not using? Because I keep on saying, I don't know what happened to Garindo. I don't know if he slept with Kyle Shanahan's sister or what, but we're not using Garindo at all. And it's frustrating because Isaac Garindo has the speed to really blow through linebackers, and we're just like, no, go play.
But he's made of glass. His durability is the issue. That's the problem.
So you put him on just kick return?
But even then, Sky Moore's taking the kick returns.
So what the hell's the point of having Garindo if we're not using him? Like,
like, what's up with that? Like, I don't know. Hey, you know what's even crazy, dude? He's supposed to be our new Raheem Mostert, right? But we just never used him much.
I really do love Isaac Garindo and the way he played against that New England game in the snow. That was amazing. And I still feel like he has so much to show. But for some reason, I don't know if he's in the doghouse. I don't know what it is. But ever since we got Brian Robinson Jr., we very rarely use him. And it comes down to Kyle Shanahan just want to do it his way.
Nah, he's using Christian McCaffrey like how he used Debo in 2021. Remember the injuries we had?
He used RG3.
Yeah, but the injuries we had that year, who had to play the big roles?
Yeah.
That certain player. That was Christian McCaffrey is our chess piece. This year he's our chess piece. No question. Like, he's been durable all year. When we were thin at wide receiver, who stepped in and made a lot of catches? McCaffrey,
for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go. CG Roof, I got another question for you right here. Does CMC scores a guaranteed touchdown?
Does what does CMC or what Brian what?
No, does Christian McCaffrey score a guaranteed touchdown? They're asking on TikTok.
Oh, does he score a guaranteed touchdown, dude? He's going to get a touchdown on Seattle's defense regardless, bro. I think he's going to get it as a receiving back on that play, bro. It's going to be like one of those pass plays. Touchdown, Christian McCaffrey. I don't know about the run play. I don't know about that one.
Does he get 2?
Oh, dude, he's going to get 2 because Seattle don't know how to stop that guy.
Prize picks that Christian McCaffrey gets 2 touchdowns. You guarantee
2 touchdowns, yeah. I guarantee it, man, because Seattle don't got an answer, bro. Maybe 2 receiving touchdowns, maybe 1 rushing touchdown. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to put that down right now. CMC. And if you guys do prize picks, let's take Christian McCaffrey for 2 touchdowns. So 1.5. 1.5 on prize picks for Christian McCaffrey scoring a touchdown. Let's do it.
You want to go with 2?
I'm going to go with 2. You know what? We have to win this game. If the 49ers actually have a chance of actually winning this game, I think McCaffrey can get 2 touchdowns. Now,
yeah, he could.
I'm going to say Brock Purdy rushes for over 25 yards.
Does he rush over 25 yards?
I think he's going to rush for over 25 yards.
Yeah, go over.
Over for sure. Over.
Because, yeah, Seattle's defense is probably going to rush him, but they're going to have some lanes open, and he's going to rush for those chunk of plays.
Now we need one more for a three parlay. We need one more. I'm gonna say, and I know a lot of 49er faithful are gonna hate this one, but I'm gonna say Sam Darnold throws 2 touchdowns.
Oh,
listen, we're talking about people's money here.
People's money. All right, people money. Okay. Okay, but that makes sense.
So I'm gonna say, if you had to pick one person for a guarantee for everyone that's watching this right now, what will be your guarantee prize pick play? I'm gonna say Sam for 2 touchdowns.
I don't even think Sam's gonna get 2 touchdowns, bro.
Okay, I love it. As a 49er fan, I love that.
But if you've seen how Carolina's defense was able to slow that down, dude, their defense ain't all that great.
Hey, I saw Carolina against the Niners. I saw 3 back-to-back interceptions.
Yeah, but did you see how Sam Darnold didn't do nothing on that game?
Yes, I did.
What was it like? Was it 100 and something yards passing, one touchdown, 1 pick, right?
Yes, sir. It was correct.
77 passer rating, right? So he didn't look all that great. I mean, they did win by collectively, but you want to go 2 touchdowns? That's not a sure thing, man. We'll see.
Okay, then how about this? George Kittle for over 66 yards receiving.
Over.
Okay.
Not even a question. He's going to get the targets. Seattle can't cover that guy. They struggle against tight ends.
So George Kittle over 60 yards receiving.
Yeah, Seattle has problems with stopping tight ends in passing games. They do.
Awesome. Now, if you guys do prize picks, that is our 3 or possibly my risky biscuit 4-play parlay. Okay, if you guys do hit, please come back and drop in the comments that you hit and made some money, because you know what? I like to see all the 49er faithful win some bags. So we got CMC for 2 touchdowns. I got Pretty Ricky. No, I don't. I have it written down right here. I have Brock Purdy going for 25 yards over rushing. Now, CG has George Kittle for 60 yards receiving over. And then if you want to add some spice to your parlay, which a lot of you guys probably don't, I got Sam Darnold throwing for 1.5 touchdowns. I know. I know. Listen, I believe this is going to be a high scoring game. Will this game be over 50 points in total?
Maybe. Yeah, I think 20. Like, it's going to be like the score is going to be between the 20s or so. So, yeah, you'll probably get 50 total points. Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be over.
Over?
I think it's going to be over 50 points in this game.
I think it's going to be like in the 20s between both teams, but I think it comes down to maybe who gets 31 points wins.
Here's the thing. The reason why I say it goes over 50 points to total for both teams is because both these quarterbacks really want to prove they're gunslingers. Like, let's be honest here. They all have social media. I don't give a damn what they say. They all watch what they say about them. Sam Darnold wants to throw the ball deep past 40 yards. Brock Purdy wants to prove everyone wrong that he is a gunslinging quarterback. I think this is a game where they're going to launch that ball in the sky.
Absolutely. Like, I think like you said, maybe they do go on social media as something else and they look at it for a quick second, but I don't think they care about it, but they just do it anyways.
Nah, they care. They
care, bro. They're ripped. They care.
If I was a quarterback and people say, "Oh, I'm just lucky," or "It's the system. I'm a system quarterback," that would eat at me. As a human being. I'm not a system quarterback. No, I'm that guy. I'm going to show you why I'm that guy. Here's 3 TDs. And Brock Purdy, since his foot is healed, that big toe is healed, he's slinging that pill.
Yeah, like he can't hear them. But dude, like it feeds off. Like I wouldn't let it get to me. It would feed me off. It would just feed me my energy. It would just want me to prove it more. So it would be more like what you call that fuel in the fire. Like it would motivate me.
Absolutely. Lee 45 said, I'm just passing through. Bang, bang, Niner game. Appreciate. Please subscribe. Smash that follow button expeditiously. We have so much more to talk about, so much more to get to. Now, the wide receiver that we haven't talked about as much, and we do need to talk about him for some time, is Juwan Jennings. I think Juwan Jennings should be the difference maker when it comes to the run game. I think he's going to have to block his ass off this entire game if he wants to catch the deep ball. What do you think, CG?
He's going to have to do a lot, man. Like, he wants to prove himself for a new contract. He wants to stick around. This is the game to do it, man. So, Juwan, for sure, he has to do a good job as a blocker. But in those main important catches and clutch situations, he's going to need to be effective like he's been in the red zone. So, yeah, Juwan's going to need to step up on a lot of big plays. Like, they don't call this guy Third and Juwan for nothing, right? When it comes to the clutch, when it comes to third down, you got to give it to Juwan. But when you need that running game to get going, some of those blocks do contribute towards Juwan a little bit. But Juwan's going to need to piss off those Seattle defenders, bro, so we can get those free 15-yard penalties.
So you want drama, Juwan. I like it. I like
the one that people hate.
I like it. This is the game. If he was to ever do it, this would be the game to piss off some people. This would be the game. I don't know what he'd be saying about people's wives and mamas, but I don't normally like it, but this game, I let it slide.
He needs to get under Tariq Woolen's mind a little bit.
Yo, get after Kobe Bryant. I go after Kobe Bryant, Juwan. If you're watching this, I know you watched Faithful Talk. Hey, go after Kobe Bryant. Get him out. Get him out.
or get under Witherspoon's head a little bit too.
Let's talk about Weatherspoons for a second. We'll get back to Juwan Jennings, but let's talk about Weatherspoon for a second. I got to be honest with you. I think the 49ers made a mistake by letting him go.
No, that's a different Weatherspoon.
That's the same Weatherspoon?
That's not Akello. That's Devin Witherspoon. That's the guy they drafted like 2 years ago out of Illinois.
Hold on one
He's
second.
on the Rams. He's on the Rams, bro.
He's on the Rams. I thought he left the Rams and went to Seattle.
He was there, then he got cut, then went to the Steelers, and then he went to the Rams. He's been on the Rams. You're talking about Devin Witherspoon.
I am talking about Devin Witherspoon right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Pro Bowl corner this year. He's pretty good, but yeah, all right.
Came from Illinois. Yeah, 25 years old. Born December 11th, 2000.
Yeah, you get the names mixed up, my guy. Devin Witherspoon's that. He a first round pick from the Seahawks, bro. He a Pro Bowler this year. He pretty decent.
You know the funny part is when I saw that Weatherspoon name,
you would think of Akello.
I instantly thought of Akello. I was like, wasn't he with LA? I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, he's balling. Like, who is this guy? Like, why was he not doing this Niners?
No, he's still with the Rams, just not looking good this year.
Yeah, he's not looking good this year. Damn. Okay. Well, hey, shout out to Devin. Even though you're a Seattle Seahawk, you balling, my brother, because I really thought you was the other Weatherspoon. Wow.
Hey, Ricky's going to have to step up on this guy.
Oh, absolutely. But do you see Pretty Ricky getting at least 5 catches?
He's going to get around 5 catches because there's going to be plays that he's going to have to be a factor. I mean, is he going to get the similar performance of what he had last week? No. I think he's probably going to get maybe in between the 70-yard category, maybe a touchdown. But I think there's going to be those plays that's going to open up the offense. So, yeah, you're going to expect him to get some passes here and there. But I think it's mostly going to be on McCaffrey getting some of those passes off the backfield.
So that's going to take away from Robinson for sure.
Robinson might get a couple targets here and there, but I still think it's going to be mostly on Juwan, Kittle, and Pearso that will get the targets. Maybe give a little tongue, a little bit of a touchdown again.
That's so frustrating. We shouldn't even talk about the tongues of why they don't play the 2 tight. Like, that's one of the biggest irritations.
13 personnel they should play, man. They should play a 13 personnel. They should do what the Rams are doing, man. Do the 13 personnel.
And I think that's the reason why they're not doing it, because Kyle Shanahan wants to say, I don't copy and paste. I do it my way.
Yeah, but how's that worked? You have to do something to win, right?
If you can't beat them, join them. I do understand that for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
It says, maybe you will come to Chicago and run it back for a double or nothing. They say the weather will be 10 degrees. Listen, the 49ers don't want to play anywhere where it snows or 10 degrees. We are trying to stay at home the rest of the year. The rest of the year. The rest of the
all we got to do is win, and we have this home game the rest of the year. We don't have to travel. We don't have to go all the way down to Philadelphia. We don't have to go to Chicago. We don't have to go to Mother Nature, Green Bay, or whatever. We don't have to go into that stuff. We want to stay right.
That's a huge incentive for the 49ers without being a huge incentive for the 49ers.
Yeah, don't have to travel. We don't get tired. We'll have a week rest, and we'll get players coming back from injuries.
I get to sleep next to my wife.
Oh, of course. Everybody, these players, yeah, man. Exactly.
I get to see my kids. I get to have my normal life.
I get a couple days off, and then I get to work.
Yeah,
it sounds like
absolutely. That's an amazing feeling, and I can honestly say that I want to see the red field for the 49ers. I'm missing the playoff red field. We need the red end zones. I want to see that for the playoffs.
You know what we need to get, man? We need to get that motivation, get that one win just to get Fred Warner to the conference championship, man.
I would love to see that too. Not gonna lie.
We gotta win it, man. You gotta win it just to get that first round bye and get that one step closer, man.
That would be amazing if Fred Warner could come back healthy. He's planning, he's doing everything, and be able to play at full speed.
Dude, that would be the most legendary thing.
That would be that storyline epic. That storyline would be epic.
And the defense looks back to form, and it looks like it's back to a top 5 form, and then we go into that big time stage, and bam, that team doesn't see it coming.
Absolutely. Can you see the 49ers being Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, in Philadelphia?
No, in San Francisco.
Well, in San Francisco, we have a better chance. But if we were to travel in Philadelphia and us being wounded and going all the way down to Lincoln Financial Field, I don't know, man. It's tough.
That's a tough one.
But if we go down home, we have a chance.
Laughing my ass off now. The 49ers defense is trash. I don't think the 49ers defense is trash, TikTok. I think the 49ers defense has been wounded and is having role players step up and play better than what they've normally played.
I mean, what do you expect from this defense? I mean, you're getting so many injuries at different spots. You are playing the next man up. You're playing with a bunch of practice squad guys. Like, yeah, your pass rush is going to suck because you're onto your third string pass rushers, right? Your linebackers are going to have low production because Fred Warner ain't out there. Like, you just play with who you got. That's just the name of the game. It's unfortunate. You have to play who you got.
Gotta play who you got. Yeah, that's
we all we got.
Does Robert Saleh stay?
I think he's making a strong case to be a head coach, unfortunately, but I'm hoping and praying that he thinks twice and says, you know what, I'll run it back next year.
I don't think there's not a quality organization that needs a head coach right now.
Well, it has to be a team that has a good quarterback and he could just fix the defense. That would be his ideal situation, or else there's no point.
The Raiders have the first pick, so they're going to probably pick up the quarterback from Indiana.
But he took that chance with the Jets, and how did that work out?
So true. I don't want Robert Saleh to leave for just anything. I think Santa Clara really is the best place for him right now.
Just to rebuild his resume and try to get a better opportunity. Don't try to take something just for the desperation. Like
Yeah.
I could understand the Giants. Maybe it's an ideal situation. Maybe the Titans if they like what they see from Cam Ward, maybe. But
I'm
I
not
don't
mad.
know.
I like Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward just needs pieces now.
Yeah. I think he's not bad of a quarterback. I think it's just because he's a rookie and he's going through the growing pains. So maybe that would be his ideal job. I don't know.
And he's
Hopefully
still,
they don't.
5 games in a row with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I think that can intrigue Saleh to build that defense too. So that defense isn't quite far off as a fix. I mean, he just needs to build around Cam Ward. That's it.
I don't know. Now,
I hope he doesn't take the job, but who knows?
Now here's the thing. Has John Lynch solidified keeping his job?
As John Lynch has done it, and as long as Kyle Shanahan says so. Hey, he's the one that picked them.
Yeah.
Hey, he's the yes man. He's the one that he picked. He handpicked them. So unless Kyle says I don't want him here anymore, then that's what we're gonna hear.
I don't know. I feel like the John Lynch situation has been a struggle. It's been a struggle.
Favoritism.
When it comes to the drafting, when it comes to the scouting team, when it comes to just everything, I don't think John Lynch has earned his paycheck.
He hasn't earned a paycheck, but he's been Kyle's puppet boy. So what do you expect him to be?
Oh man. Like I think about Solomon Thomas's, I think about some of these first round draft picks that we've completely just loafed on.
Yeah, we loafed on a lot of them, man. But yeah, I remember that one reaction when we just freaked out about the Ricky pick. We were like, what? And that was kind of like, it was like one of those reactions. That's how you knew we were frustrated about those picks, man. But
well, here's the thing though. I can't tell you who I heard it from, but I could tell you that in that draft room, Xavier Worthy was going to be the pick for the 49ers, but Kansas City Chiefs came up and drafted one in front of them because we were supposed to get Xavier Worthy.
That was the rumors I've heard. Yep.
That's no more of a rumor. That's a fact that I know.
That was legitimate facts that there was possibility because they were going to use him as the replacement for Debo.
Yeah. And once Xavier Worthy went to the Kansas City Chiefs, their second wide receiver that they had on the board was Ricky P.
They had Ricky, and then they had that one dude from the Chargers, McConkey, right?
TCU?
No. The one, the McConkey guy. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, number 15. Yeah. But
yeah,
he was later on the board, but I feel there was 3 wide receivers. I forgot the 3.
He would have been the option.
Worthy was number 2, and then Ricky P was number 3.
McConkey was another guy they were interested also, but I don't think he was high on their board like everybody thought. But he was somebody good.
Yeah. And as we're getting back to it, we already did the prize picks. We already did the thing. Let's talk about this, though, when it comes to the game. What do you think is the actual storyline going to be for this game, for victory or for defeat?
For victory, the storyline will be you keep writing us off. We keep getting doubted. Is this not enough? We're going to come into our home and come away with a win. The storyline is going to be Brock Purdy's just going to keep on delivering touchdowns after touchdowns, no matter who the defense is. That's going to be the storyline.
Okay, now defeat.
Well, defeat will be like, well, that's who everybody thought they were, Good story. Maybe the obstacles going to Philadelphia, that will be the bigger narrative storyline. We have to go all the way down to Philly to survive. That's going to have to be that storyline.
Yeah. And when I look at it, I think about the victory storyline is going to have to be Brock Purdy saves the defense. I truly do believe that the defense is going to have to step up in the pass rushing directly. If the pass rush can get there, the linebackers and the corners will look amazing. But if we don't get a pass rush, this team and this defense is going to be called to the fire expeditiously. And for us to get this victory, it's going to have to be Brock Purdy throwing 3 touchdowns and running for 2 of them. He's going to have to. And unfortunately, if we do get defeat, which I don't want us to get, it's going to come down to that defense. Who's on that defensive line? The 49ers had an opportunity at the trade deadline to go grab a pass rusher, and they only wanted to focus on Max Crosby and didn't want to focus on no one else.
That's what happens. But no, the storyline is going to be basically another obstacle, another thing to go through. But very likely, I believe we're going to beat Seattle because Brock Purdy owns the Seahawks. Brock Purdy plays his best games against Seattle, so I don't have no worries about Seattle. Like Seattle, their offense is not even that good, bro. They're like mid, bro. Like I'm looking at the Bears offense. They're better than the freaking Seahawks offense. I mean, let's be honest. They have the JSN guy, bro. That's all they have.
That is a one-trick pony.
That's a one-trick pony guy. I mean, Cooper Kupp isn't the same player. Dude, Torrey Horton hasn't even played he hasn't played in quite a while. Like he's got potential. They got this Rashid guy, but he might not even play. So, dude, you got your other best option is Barner, bro. Like, really? That's it. And then your running backs, they're pretty capable, but dude, we slowed down Kenneth Walker, dude. We slowed those guys down last time. So I don't think it's going to be a concern. Dude, I'm not even worried about Seattle.
I am.
If number 13's on the football field, I'm confident that we're going to win.
I love the confidence. I love it. And
hey, Brock Purdy is the Russell Wilson vice versa of the Seahawks. Remember, Russell Wilson's giving us the most problems.
That's true.
So we got the white Russell Wilson. I put it like that, bro. I put it in the analogy, right?
the white Russell Wilson.
Hey, he was doing this. He was doing the dancing like Carlton, right?
Yo, my last good question for you is: how do you feel about these black jerseys? You love them?
Oh, it's nice. I think they got a good little saloon to it, and the colors are pretty kick, bro. I think that's what's going to make us win is those uniforms, bro. Straight up.
Those black uniforms with the black.
It means business, bro.
Listen, maybe it's because I'm traditional. I wish we would go with those 2000 or the 1999 with the gold trim around the lining. I love those jerseys. Those were, in my opinion, those were the best jerseys. Was those 99 2000 jerseys with the gold and the black. But you know what? I'm willing to give these black uniforms a try. I'm nervous about opening up a new jersey for such a big, impactful game. But hey, I'm rocking. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm trying to be different.
Yeah, dude. And here's the difference, bro. Dude, Seattle gave up a lot of points on that Rams offense, which we're better than the Rams, bro. How many points did the Rams score?
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to score 34 or more points, bro. There's just no way. They got to go in a shootout, bro. And Sam Darnold's going to be making mistakes. Sam Darnold is not built for this, bro. Even at USC, he wasn't built for this. Even in last year, he wasn't built for this. So Sammy D just doesn't know how to deliver, bro.
And I want to see this get this victory. I want to see it. It's going to have to come through Brock Purdy's arm. And
Brock Purdy is going to make a clutch play. He's going to be the one that everybody talks about because Brock Purdy owns the Seahawks, bro. He's the owner of the Seattle Seahawks.
Can you see the 49ers being 21 up?
Oh, dude, we're going to be up by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Darnold's going to make mistakes. Darnold's going to crumble. We're going to make adjustments. They may have a close game, but when Saleh makes adjustments going into halftime, bro, this game might not even be close.
I like it.
Dude, Christian McCaffrey is going to carve him. Robinson's going to carve him, bro. It's not going to even be close. Dude.
I love your confidence with this. I really do love your confidence about this.
What scares me about Seattle? Not really on their – dude, Jason's their offense, bro. Like, their running game is good, but it's not as good as the Bears' running game.
Yeah.
I mean, does Sam Darnold move like Caleb Williams? Does he do stuff like Caleb Williams? Hell no. Whoa, dude, we'll light up the score on these guys, bro. They're not even in our level, bro. We played better the last previous games, bro. We beat some good football teams. Dude, remember in Seattle when they played the Colts? How many points did they even score, bro? How many points did we put on the Colts?
We did. We gave them a 5-ball.
Dude, Sam Darnold couldn't even score a touchdown.
Big said, I have a feeling that the refs are going to decide the game.
They're going to decide that we're going to win, bro, because it's in Levi Stadium. That's what's going to happen. That's the storyline, bro. We're the new Chiefs.
Listen, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. That would be amazing.
hey, we're the new Chiefs, guys. That's what it seems like. Hey, they owe us for those 2 Super Bowls. Remember that. Vice versa.
That would be something incredible if the 49ers could be the new Chiefs. That would be a remarkable feeling.
Yeah, that's the difference. See, when the Colts played the Seahawks, did Buckner play? No. Buckner did play against us. And what did we still won?
That's very true. Hey, Faithful, drop in the comments right now. If you guys have any last comments you want to ask me or CG Ruthless, drop them in the comments right now, and we'll start to reply back to all of your comments. You guys have been watching us patiently, supporting us. So, drop in the comments right now, and we'll start to read them off and go from there.
Let me tell those Seattle fans in the comments section. Okay, you guys gave up 10 points to the Panthers. We gave up 9 points to the Panthers. So let that sink in, brother.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Let that sink in.
They said on TikTok, who has the most recent Super Bowls between us, though?
Nobody cares, bro. We're talking about now, bro. See, we can't talk about our past, so why should we talk about y'all past? Come on. Let's talk about the now.
Can we get Patrick Willis out of retirement? Hell no. For this game?
He's old, bro. He's old.
Yeah.
That's like getting Rivers out again, bro. Come on. Come on, man. See, that's the problem with some of these other fans, bro. Like, why y'all got to bring up something irrelevant, bro? Like, that's the one thing I kind of don't get, bro. Like, even the Rams say the same thing, but they're hypocrites when they have to bring up 5 years ago. What's the difference?
Absolutely.
And word of advice, man, if you're a Seattle fan, bro, you don't ride with the Rams, bro. You are suspect. You can't ride with the Rams because they're your rivals.
Yo, born in Frisco, 49 fan here, Faithful. Yo, please smash that subscribe, follow button wherever you're at. You know what I mean? Let's get this thing yanking. Nothing means anything unless we win.
Yeah, that's what matters. Winning the Super Bowl matters. Yeah. If we get there, cool. But what matters is you win the damn thing for sure.
Absolutely. And that's our biggest thing right there. Can we win the big game? Can we do it?
If we get there, there's a possibility we can, but we got to get through those obstacles. We're playing through adversity right now. Everything is stacked against us. Everybody keeps saying that Purdy needs Avengers, right? But he's been playing with not any Avengers, bro. He's been playing with a bunch of average shows like us on the football field.
That's
dude, the receiver that he's got, we got Filmo Trev catching a ball all over there, dude. We got CG catching a ball. That's what Purdy's working with.
Very true. Very, very true. And
we got Filmo Trev playing tight end, and we got CG playing running back a little bit, man. Come on.
And the crazy part is, before we stop this, I wanted to say that, I think this offensive line has been getting no credit for how they've been blocking. They've been doing a phenomenal job blocking.
Absolutely, dude. Okay, I may be critical on some parts of Jake Brendel, but he's been all right. But
everyone has been stepping up at the right time.
Yeah. The running game is clicking. McCaffrey is chunking those runs, bro. Perfect timing. What is he averaging? Like 5 or 6 yards a carry, right?
Absolutely. Running downhill, completely running downhill. And I love to see it. I really do love to see it.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Purdy makes wide receivers better. I agree.
Dude, he's making Juwan Jennings the second coming of Terrell Owens, bro. Come on.
All right, CG.
I'm but I'm being funny, bro. I'll be funny, bro. I'll be funny. I'm just being funny about it. No, second coming to Anquan Bolden, maybe.
I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. He got to come down with a couple more balls, but I will give you that one for sure.
But in all seriously, bro, like they can't say he's playing with Avengers, bro. Like, who's he do? He's throwing into a bunch of average Joes.
Yeah.
Dude, we could be catching the ball from this guy.
Shit. CG Ruthless, your last words, my brother. What was your last words you like to say?
What's the last words, man? If y'all love the content, please subscribe to my boy, The Faithful Talk, Filmo Trev, every Wednesday, 1:30. We'll make it popping, man. Y'all come into the chats. Give us some questions. Give us some tough questions, man. None of that slick Grant Cone questions. None of that. Just give us some real questions, man. Some real questions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I really want to know, Faithful, if you guys want to see a CG Ruthless, Filmo Trev actual show, consistent show, I need to see it in the comment sections. I need to see you guys say, hey, we want to see CG Ruthless, Filmo Trev, have conversations, debate 49er football. Okay, I told you guys, this is for y'all, by y'all, for us. And if you guys want it, we will make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen.
CG Ruthless, thank you so much. It's definitely been a pleasure. Hey, as soon as we get off of here, I'm going to text you, my brother, because I have a question to ask you.
Okay, for sure, man. I'm right here.
For sure, for sure. Until next time, brother. CG Ruthless, ladies and gentlemen. CG Ruthless. That man is amazing, and I really do appreciate him. And like I said, if you guys truthfully want to see a consistent show of CG Ruthless and myself, you got to drop in the comments. You got to let me know. I need to see CG Ruthless and Filmo Trev, a dynamic duo. Not Batman and Robin. Absolutely not. It would be Batman and Superman. I'm Batman. He's Superman. All right. Jason, how you doing, brother? Jason, how are you doing? TikTok, what's going on? Anyone plays good on the Niners, though? Mac Jones was putting up a good number. Purdy ain't at all. Okay. Well, yo, this is what we're going to do, y'all. My final words. CG Ruthless says, I'm the Joker. Hold on. He says, I'm the Joker. All love and respect. All love and respect. 49er Faithful. We had a time. We had a slice. This was the final stream of 2025. It was good. It was really good. I'm looking forward to this game. I will be streaming tomorrow as well. Okay. Maybe once, maybe twice. We'll see. But I'm excited for this game. Everything comes down to this one last game. Everything that counts. We need all the 49er faithful to literally show up. If you are a ticket holder, a season ticket holder for the 49ers, show up. Do not sell your tickets to the Seattle Seahawks. This is not the game you sell your tickets. This is the game you go up to and you show out and you scream. No bougie 49er faithful this game. We need Candlestick Park type of fans at the game. We could do it. We could have our own faithful 12, faithful 13, however you guys want to put it. We'll come up with a better name, but we need it. We need it. So, 49er faithful, that's been my time. Thank you so much.